Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm getting ready to go on my first moto camping trip of the season and laid everything out to pack it, and I thought I'd go through and show you what I take with me. I've got some checklists that I go by. There are several available. Here's one, moto camping packing list. So let's start up here. Here's a big dry bag that I'll put on the seat behind me that will complement the Vario cases for the BMW. This is a little cooler lunch case that I like to put some ice packs in there and maybe some cold drinks and keep things cool at least for a little while. Pack a lunch in there. Got some clothes, extra clothes, some jeans, sun hoodie, REI sun hoodie. I love these things. They're long sleeves. I have the loops in the sleeves for them to go through, hang on to a trekking pole. And then the hood. Keep your ears from getting sunburned. This is really nice. Oh, some long handles. Can wear those under my riding pants if it's cooler out, or maybe put these on before climbing underneath the quilt in the tent. This is a little bag I picked up, some Nomad Suited Nomad packing bags. I'll roll my clothes up into a tight ball and pack them in here. Got my beanie, V-Pack beanie. It's really warm. Probably won't need it on this trip, but take it just in case. My Ultra Lone Peak 6s. My backpacking shoes. Take those along with my motorcycle boots. And then a cap. So since I'm over here, here's some stuff I'll be packing in the panniers down low. These are my tools for the BMW F750GS. I think these work for just about any BMW. It kind of gives you your basic tool set. It's a little on the heavy side, so I want to either take a subset of tools out and pack them in something smaller, or put them at the bottom of the panniers, so I keep the weight distribution as low as possible. Same with this relatively heavy battery-powered tire inflator. This thing's a little on the heavy side, a couple of pounds anyway. So I'll put this in the other pannier. And then here's a tire repair kit. I'm not going to be doing any serious off-roading to speak of this trip, but you never know when you might get stuck somewhere. And I have tubeless tires on the bike, so these plug tire repair kits can come in handy. Here's a little pop-up flashlight lantern that I'll use for camp. Battery operated. Jet boil for my cook system. Got the fuel in there. I'm going to take this on moto camping trips because it's so nice. It's efficient. Heat, boils the water real quickly. And this is dry bag. I'll put the cook kit in. Take some snacks. If you've never tried trail butter, it's an outfit out of Portland, Oregon that these are really good snacks. You're hiking along or riding along and need a quick burst of energy. These will do it. Even have a little caffeine in there. Make sure, take a lighter. And this is a multi-tool. Actually, I've got a multi-tool out in the top box of the bike already, so I'll probably not take this one. And you never know. I've got an axe, a small handheld axe, one-handed type of deal, but it's a little heavy. I need some firewood. This thing doesn't weigh much, and it worked pretty well. I don't think it's the highest quality saw you can buy, but I'll keep using it till it breaks. Ah, yes, utensils. Spoon and fork. Another lighter just in case. Now this is a hobo stove that I take, it's metal. It folds out into a little stove that, you can either fill it up with wood and burn wood in there, or I have this little, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Transgia spirit burner that I can set up in there. And a little bit of fuel for the spirit burner. So I'll set that up at night and get a little fire going. Keep the mosquitoes away. Here's my Garmin InReach SC Plus for emergencies. Satellite communicator. It's got the SOS button right here. And in case of an emergency, if you're out of cell range, boom, you can hit the SOS button. But I mostly use it for, I can have it track me and report my location back to loved ones. I mostly text home with it when I'm out in the middle of nowhere with no cell signal. Very important piece of gear. You have to have a monthly subscription is the only thing, but I get the minimum subscription. I think it's $12 or $13 a month. And seeing as how I go out into the woods and, backcountry a fair amount, I figure it's a decent investment. Kind of maybe a cheap life insurance policy. And we've got our night core. I think that's the NU25 headlamp. Our food. Take a couple of freeze-dried meals. Going to be gone 2 nights, so I'll take a couple of dinners. And then I've got some stuff like a little bowl, cup in here. More food. Ramen noodles, snack bars. I'll probably go through and take some of this out. This was from our long backpacking trip. And I ended up with more food than I needed. And that's always a trick. Even motocamping, you probably don't want to haul more food than you need, but you certainly don't want to haul less food than you need. So it's always a balancing act. Yeah, I got another extra stuff in there. And, long-handled titanium spoon for digging down into the freeze-dried packets so you don't get it all over your hand. Here's the ditty bag, we call them. And this has charging cords, battery pack, charging cables. I might leave the battery out of this because I can use the tire pump battery to charge things. And this is a pretty good, much larger battery than this one. And since I probably won't have to use it for inflating tires, I can use it to charge my gear. Lighten the load by taking this out. Here's some toiletries. I have a little backpacking snub-nosed toothbrush that I'll take. This, Tylenol, tissues. This is for hanging a bear bag. If I want to hang that bag up in a tree, I've got this rock sack and line to toss it up over a tree. So I'll put my toothbrush and toothpaste in here. Here's my little lightweight wallet, so I don't have to carry my entire wallet if I don't want to. I can put, a credit card or two and some cash in here. And this is waterproof, and much easier to carry than a giant wallet. First aid, gear aid, patching tape. This is too much. I need to go through here and got a little tick removal tool, some Lyco tape. I think it's for blisters. You start feeling a hot spot, get some of this out, cut a piece off, slap it on, and you might just save yourself a whole bunch of misery. Got a extra gasket for the Sawyer Squeeze water filter. Where I'm going will have water, potable water, so I don't necessarily need this, but I'm going to take it because you never know. And it's easy to lose the gaskets out of these filters, so I carry a couple of extra for in case I lose one, or if somebody else on the trail loses one, I'll have some extras. There's some general earplugs, eye drops, Band-Aids, stuff like that. I think I'll take the DJI Mini 2 drone. It's a little smallish for better packing. Take the Insta360, goes in there for recording the trip. We don't like talking about that. This is the poop kit. Trowel. There will be restrooms where I'm going, so I won't need this, but as with the water filter, I'll take it just in case. Some toilet paper. Even got a little bidet in there. You never know. You run out of toilet paper. This screws onto your water bottle. And then you squirt it up your butt. Clean things up. Probably won't use it routinely, but every now and then it might come in handy. And then I mentioned the trowel in there for digging your cat hole to bury your waste. Big Agnes copper spur UL2 tent. This is going to be my motocamping tent. This is kind of a cool tent because it's relatively lightweight. It's a little heavier than some of the other Big Agnes tents, but for motocamping, I'm not as weight conscious as when I'm backpacking. But this has a little awning. If you take your trekking poles, you can set up your 2 trekking poles and have a little awning out in front of your tent where you could actually sit out there and cook and stay out of the rain or whatever. Tent poles, tent stakes, Sea to Summit Arrows pillow, inflatable pillow. It packs down nice and small, doesn't it? It ends up being a pretty nice, deluxe pillow. I've got another one here. Then I was thinking, I don't know whether I'll take the little one or maybe I'll just take this one since I can fold this up. Like that. Maybe pack it, have it more like a home pillow. Trash bags, some spare cordage, just in case. And this is the tent footprint. And then most of you have probably seen these before. Flex Tail Gear tiny pump. Pump up the Thermarest Neo Air sleeping pad with this. And then at night, when you're in the tent, it turns into a light. You just hang it up. Have a little light in your tent while you listen to podcasts or music or whatever. Read a book. Speaking of reading a book, I am going to take my mini iPad. I would never take that on a backpacking trip, but I've got some books on there I want to read, and I might be able to use it for some other things like navigation. It just gets lighter. This is real handy, battery operated, rechargeable. I charged it up just a minute ago to make sure that I have plenty of juice out there, but here's a piece of Tyvek that I bought off of Amazon. I think it's 7x14. And I just use it, put this down on the doorstep of my tent. Here's my Enlightened Equipment quilt that I'm going to take. This is the bag you keep it in to keep it fluffed up. But when I pack it, I'll pack it in this dry bag. I'll get down to just tiny, very lightweight. Another motocamping staple that doesn't go on backpacking trips is the Java Drip. I'll take some ground coffee and make some nicely brewed coffee in the morning. Rag. Microfiber towels. Some smart water bottles. And I think I'll take this plastic water bottle for, I'm not sure exactly what I'll use it for, probably just to drink water around camp, because I'm going to, I got this 1 gallon Giant Loop drinking water bag, and this sucker is heavy duty. So I can fill it up, either filter dirty water into it or, out of a tap, just fill this sucker up. And I've seen guys run over these with their motorcycle, and they're virtually indestructible. So I think I'll really get a lot of good use out of that. And then I could always just pour water out of that into this. Okay. Here are the Vario cases. And I've got these little suitcase bags that I can take out and pack up whatever I'm going to put in here. And then just stick it right back in there. Got one in the other one too. And then the top case on the bike has some miscellaneous things I'll want handy while I'm out on the road. And then for warmth, a warm layer, I just got this Revit Sand 4 jacket. for an adventure jacket. You know, it's got all the vents and all the really nice high quality armor. I have a Revit summer jacket, a smaller jacket that I wear in the summertime when it's really hot and I'm not on a trip. I got a back pad for it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there, and it fits perfectly in this. So got elbow pads, shoulder, back. So I think I'm in pretty good shape. And then I have a set of Tourmaster pants that are fully armored that are about the same color. They're black, and I think they'll be a good match for this, but they might end up being a little bit warm when the temperatures get up there. So at some point I may end up investing in maybe some Revit adventure pants that match this. But in the meantime, I'll try those Tourmasters and see if I can make them work. And then with the Revit jacket came a thermal layer and then an outside rain jacket. And now they're buttoned together in here, but I can take the thermal layer out. But I think what I'll do is I'll just roll this sucker up and either pack it in the bags, or there's a big pocket in the back of this jacket where I could fit this. So this is all I need. And then if it starts raining, I can take this rain shell off and actually put it over the jacket, or I could wear it underneath it with the thermal layer. But I love this about the Revit Sand 4 system is you're kind of covered. You know, you don't really need to take much more than this unless it's going to be really cold. And in case it does get a little cold, this is a Decathlon backpacking puffy jacket that folds up into a ball about this big. And it's nice and warm. And so with that on and this over it, I should be plenty warm. But this is, I would recommend these. I think I paid it was on sale, and I got it for around $50. I think you can get them for like 60, or, you know, maybe they're up to 70 now. But regardless, this is the best deal in puppy jackets. And Decathlon's an outfit out of Europe. I don't know if they're the Netherlands or Germany or one of the European countries, but they look them up. They have good bargains on gear. Here's some more Sweden Nomad little luggage organizers, so I can pack stuff in here, keep things organized. So I think that's about it. Let's see if I forgot anything. I hope that helps. Please give me a like and subscribe if you would. I'm getting really close to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm 59 subscribers short. So please subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. And I'll be taking video on this motocamping trip, so I'll prepare a video of that when I get back. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.